Down. Oh, that is one. Is that the one? No, I think that's the. No, that's not the one. It's a new one. Yeah.
Shit, you know, little house you probably didn't know, man. Ain't had none of that, bro.
Yeah,
They had none of that.
Hey, alright. Evening class. My name is James, and I'm doing PowerPoint on own block. You know, we start and simple, you know. Stuff I learned. This is the first page of my slide. Next slide. All right. Talk about the importance of Ohm's law. It says right here. It says Ohm's law is important because it helps us calculate current voltages and circuits. You know what I'm saying? It says without Ohm's law, there would be no electricity at all. Therefore, the major importance of this law is that it allows us to enjoy our uses of appliances such as TV, refrigerators, and music players. And you see the formulas down here. We have different formulas. The circle. We call it the circle in our class. Next slide. And it says how the law was named. It was named after a German physicist called George Ohm, who in treaties published in 1827 described measurements of applied voltages and currents through simple electrical circuits containing various lengths of wire. Okay, then you see some formula. Well, these are characteristics of resistance and parallel. This is continuing importance of Ohm's law. It says Ohm's law is also applied in circuit connections such as computing the power equation. With this, it is easier to understand how to wire electrical components without the fear of low voltage or electrical shock. Parallel or series wiring can be applied appropriately if Ohm's law is understood. So it's pretty much saying if you understand Ohm's law formulas, you'll be okay. You won't be shocked. You have minimal injuries. Right, you'll be alive. With your helmet. Next slide. I believe this is my last slide. I only have like 5 slides. It's circulating electrical power, electric power. As you see right here, it says in a large system such as DC distribution for building, the method that a number of modules converge operation in parallel is commonly used. When parallel operation, circulating current is directly related to the loss of the entire system. Accordingly, each module to share the same current is the most important for the safety of the power system. That's my circulating electric power. And I believe that's it. That's what I have. Yeah. You have any questions?
Yes. It's not really a question, it's a statement. I think it was this one.
Okay.
All right. Just because there's an Ohm's law doesn't mean that it's gonna protect you. And it also doesn't mean that there wouldn't be any electricity without Ohm's law. Ohm's law just allows you to calculate for different things within a circuit or within a path of current. Okay. Just because there's Ohm's law doesn't mean that we won't have electricity.
Okay,
It
well.
just allows you to calculate.
See,
Where's in right, it's what it says right there. Okay, well.
see, my curiosity is like he said 1827,
Right.
and the trick in that like that back then they had this kind of technology like
Well,
electricity.
no,
That's like throws me off.
They didn't have the technology.
Okay.
These people, George Ohms, are the ones, I mean, they were looking at arcs and sparks, they're the ones that figured out what it is. They're the ones that created these formulas and figured out how to figure it out.
Okay.
They're the scientists behind all this.
So then they had all that because I'm like 1827, that's like way back then.
That is back there though.
That's what they did, like, well, let's say experiments that they see that when the voltage increases, the current was increasing, or things like that. We found out the relationship between all of them, the relationship between the current, the voltage, and the resistance.
Somebody had a PowerPoint up there that had some pictures, and they had a guy named Volta, right? He actually created the first battery.
His name is what?
Volta.
He created the
Volta.
first battery, and it was salt water with two different dissimilar metals, and he got a voltage across it. That's where the term voltage came from, his name. What it actually is a difference in potential. And before he did that, they called it electromotive force. That's why voltage is E, it's electromotive force. Okay? And current, before George Ohm came around and called it amps, that was actually a guy named Ampere, wasn't it? That created the, invented, or discovered the amp.
Yeah.
George Ohms and them was looking at the fact that by changing the resistance, if you kept the voltage the same, the intensity of current going through a wire would increase. And that they called it intensity. That's why current is I.
Because you can do, when you growing up in school, like my time, like, oh, you know, it's like Ben Franklin took a kite, put a key, and